Hello, welcome to the Genesis 129 platform. I want to use the opportunity to welcome all those who have just joined us on this platform. We welcome you guys and we love you guys. I'll briefly just talk through what the platform is all about. Now, the platform is purely about health. We promote natural health with biblical background. We believe that God wants us to be healthy, and we know from 3 John 2 that says that above all things, God wishes that we be healthy and prosper, even as our soul prospers. And so based on that, we've gone for God's own food in Genesis 1:29. When God made man, God gave man the plants and the fruits to eat as their source of food. And so we decided to make it into a challenge twice a year. We take 21 days out of a particular month, which is January and September, and we eat from God's own garden for 21 days, and we see amazing results. We stay away from processed foods, we stay away from meats or cooked food. We just eat raw plants and vegetables and fruits for 21 days only. We don't recommend it as a lifestyle that you have to always eat just fresh fruits and vegetables, because we know that God also has given mankind meat to eat as a secondary food. And so on Genesis 1:29, we promote health. We promote godly health. And so we don't just go by everything that is out there. We go by what the Bible says we should eat for good health. Obviously, occasionally we'll eat a few of this and that as part of our daily lifestyle. But when we're doing a challenge, we just stick to God's own garden, which God gave to Adam and Eve. So that's what the platform is all about. There's been amazing testimonies from people who have participated in the challenges. Now, this year, 2019, we introduced what we call the ketogenic diet, and we did it as well. So we did 3 challenges in 2019. Now, latter part of this year also, I introduced the banana challenge, which I've asked people to eat 2 bananas every single day for 30 days. And again, there has been amazing results, especially in the area of people with blood pressure. We've seen blood pressures coming down. We've seen people with muscle pain. They've started improving because of the magnesium and potassium that is found in banana. People are getting lots of good results. And so that's what the platform is all about. Also, I want to use today to talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about for some time, which is a topic I have titled the gut-liver axis. The gut-liver axis. A lot of times, we see people with liver problems, and a lot of those liver problems are coming from the gut. The state of your gut is very much linked to the health of your liver. If your liver is going to be functioning properly, your liver is responsible for detoxification, removing toxins from your body. It is your chemical filter. And so if it's going to filter all these chemicals that we put into our body every day, from the foods that we eat, from the air that we breathe, and the water that we drink, the liver has to be in its top shape. In fact, the liver is one of the organs that when it stops working, you will die, just like the heart and just like the kidney. These 3 organs are vital to survival. They are not just something that we could play with. If your heart stops, that's it. If your liver stops filtering chemicals, that's it. If your kidney stops filtering the water, that's it. And so I just want to give you a short insight into the reason and the need to maintain a healthy gut that will keep your liver alive and keep it healthy. So there are three main things that you would achieve when your gut is healthy. First of all, you will suppress what we call oxidative stress. Oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress is simply when you have too many free radicals as compared to the amount of antioxidants that you have. The antioxidants are supposed to neutralize the free radicals. The free radicals are produced, whether you like it or not, the moment you eat, the moment your cells takes the food you've eaten, the glucose in the food, combines it with oxygen, you will produce as a byproduct free radicals. You can't stop it. But thank God we have a system in our body that also produces the antioxidants that neutralizes the free radicals. But if for any reason you are forming a lot more free radicals from bad lifestyle, which it can then become a problem, because then if you are not producing enough antioxidants to cater for the free radicals, you can be in problems, because the free radicals can cause things like inflammation. It can cause things like chronic problems in the body, diabetes. It can cause so many problems, neurodegenerative diseases. People are forgetting their lives now. A high amount of free radicals can cause this. And so if you want to reduce or suppress this, your gut has to be healthy to be able to suppress this. Otherwise, your liver will be in problems. So the gut-liver axis is all about maintaining the gut so that the liver can be healthy. Number two, inhibiting inflammation. This is the second thing. When your gut and your liver axis is balanced, you will inhibit inflammations. Like I said, inflammations is an attempt of the body to heal. But in doing that, the body produces even more free radicals that causes more damage. And so inflammation is something that you don't want. It causes pain, it causes discomfort, and depending on which part of the body that is inflamed or that is going through inflammation, you could have so many different problems. Most of your conditions in your body will go with an inflammation along the line. And so the health of your gut is very key. And if your liver is to be inflamed because your gut is not where it's supposed to be, then you have a problem. Then number three, blocking hepatic lipid or fat deposition. When you eat and your gut is not where it's supposed to be, a lot of times your liver will start, if you've heard people with fatty liver, you will start to deposit fats in the liver simply because the liver is not functioning well. Why? Because the gut did not process the fats that went in properly, because it's not in a good condition. And so the liver will deposit some of these fats because it can't handle it. Why? Because your gut hasn't dealt with it. It's not just the liver's. The liver does not do a good job with fats, but if you don't break it down properly, then the liver will have no choice than to start depositing these fats, and then you have a condition we call the fatty liver. And a lot of people are going through some of these problems. And so your gut is the number one thing you have to take care of. In fact, in your whole health, your gut is the key to life. If your gut is good, then most likely a lot of the inflammatory conditions caused by oxidative stress, as I've explained, and fat deposition will reduce. How do you take care of your gut? Somebody will ask. Now, it's mainly through eating natural foods. There's no other solution. When you eat natural foods, there are a few things that happens in your gut. What do I mean by natural foods? Foods that have not been tempered with. You've heard processed foods. That means they've tempered with the food, they've processed it into something, and then you are eating it. That is not too good for your gut. But if you eat natural foods, what will happen is that your gut will go through a series of changes. One of them is what we call the prebiotic effect. When you eat natural foods like fruits and vegetables, you will load your gut with what we call oligosaccharides and oligofructose from fruits. What are these? These are things that will feed good bacteria within your gut. We call them probiotics. When you eat natural foods, you will have even the probiotics in your system just from natural foods. So certain fermented natural foods will give you certain probiotics like lactobacillus fermentum, which is known to even cause diabetes in people who don't have it. So people who don't have lactobacillus fermentum are not dealing with their foods properly. So sugar in their blood is going high. There are certain ratios of good bacteria or certain bacteria that will take care of your weight. We've got what we call the bacteroids and the firmicutes balance. If these two are in the bad ratio, you will put on weight. You will do everything to lose the weight. You can't lose the weight because these two bacteria are not where they are supposed to be. So there are so many conditions that are linked to probiotics in your gut. And so if your natural foods are going in, then you will create the probiotic effect and the prebiotic effect that will make sure that certain things happens. One is the integrity of the lining of your gut is protected. You will have a good lining. Have you heard people say they have leaky gut? It's because the lining is not good. It has been eroded by acidic foods that we are eating. And so they develop conditions that really can be very devastating. Things like autoimmune conditions caused by leaky gut. So if you're eating natural foods, what do? You improve the bacteria or the microbiome, the bacteria population and constitution, and that will then help you improve the integrity of the lining of your gut. So also you reduce toxic metabolites and the translocation of bacteria to your liver. So the bacteria content of your gut can be transported to your liver, and you could develop all these conditions that like hepatitis, this, that, all the liver conditions. Some people have viral infections of the liver, bacterial infections of the liver, all coming from the gut because these toxic metabolites and bacteria have been translocated to the liver simply because the gut hasn't dealt with them properly. There are enzymes, there are bacteria, there are different kinds of nutrients that is needed to maintain a good gut so that these bacteria, these metabolites, toxic metabolites will not get to the liver. So if you want to protect the liver, then you want to actually improve the health of your gut. How are you eating? How late are you eating? What time in the morning are you eating your breakfast? What is going into your body as your breakfast? Are you eliminating waste properly? So these are all things you need to look at. And there are supplements that you could use. There are protocols that you could use to help maintain the integrity of your gut. Apart from just eating, you can also add supplementation, things that will help boost the natural foods you've ate. So today, I'm only talking about natural foods, basically. The effect of natural foods in aligning the state of your gut to the health of your liver. So there's no need to suffer any liver problems anymore. Like I said, your liver is a very crucial organ. If it does not work well, you will have a lot of problems. You itch all over. Some people itch all over. Some people have pains all over. It's a toxic liver that's causing it. You just wake up and the whole body is hurting you. Your liver is toxic. It may need detoxification. It may need a bit of certain bitters to detoxify that liver. It might need you to correct the state of your gut. And so this video is only a short video to bring an awareness to anybody that has got a liver problem or knows anybody that has a liver problem. The solution is 90% of it is in your gut. And so I'm not going to go any further from here. I will end this video here. I would make more videos to just help people with various conditions, but today's video is purely to talk to you about the need to maintain a good gut. Don't play with the state of your gut. If you realize that your belly is increasing in size and you are trying to lose weight and your belly isn't going down, it's most likely because the liver is toxic. Very, very likely. And it's also most likely that the gut itself does not have the right constitution. You may be dysbiotic. You may have more of the bad bacteria than the good ones. And so you may need to inoculate yourself with certain strains of bacteria. There are certain strains of bacteria for various reasons in the body. We've got what we call the Akkermansia, which is for obesity. A lot of people don't have enough Akkermansia, and so they are obese. They just can't do anything about it. We've got things that you can do that will help with that. So a lot of these problems are all coming from poor gut. Not having the right prebiotics there, not having the right probiotics, going into dysbiosis where the bad bacteria is higher than the good one, and so a whole lot of problems begin to happen. And one of the organs that will suffer most is your liver. So if you need more information, if you need to know what supplements can I use, what can I do to reduce the size of my tummy, to help me not to develop any liver problems and stuff like that, listen, that's why I'm here. You can always contact me offline. We can talk about it. Now, you can also visit my website, www.vincentnaturalhealth.org. Over there, you can book an appointment. If you need to really, really talk to me, then you can book an appointment and I can speak with you. I can help you out. And by God's grace, hopefully we'll be able to solve your problem. I wish you guys a happy new year as we prepare for our Genesis 1:29 challenge starting from the 14th of January. I encourage everybody to do this challenge. Why? Because it will help repair that gut. When you eat fruits and vegetables for 21 days raw, the prebiotic effect that you create, the probiotic effect that will happen, especially even if you take just probiotic supplements in that period, you will change the health of your gut in 21 days, and the way you will feel, you'll be amazed. And so I encourage everybody, share this video with your friends. Listen, invite your friends with the WhatsApp invitation link. Tell me, I'll add them on. Let's do this together. Your health is your wealth. You can't do much in your future without your health. Remember, God says in 3 John 2, I wish above all things that you be in health and prosper, even as your soul prospers. Even as your soul prospers. Your soul is your mind, is your intellect, is your will. Develop it. Study. Listen to good stuff. Develop the capacity of your knowledge. Know more things. And with that information, you will heal yourself. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you in the new year. Prepare for the Genesis 1:29 challenge, and we'll meet again. I wish you guys a very, 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 very happy new year. God bless you all, and shalom. Bye.